Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast. My name is Nazreen and Ame, the main host of the show. Today we have a special guest, um, someone who I believe you guys are excited to learn from. Okay, she's a definition of reinvention from a successful career in banking to becoming a wellness coach, author, and co-founder of our Speakers Society. Let's welcome Kelly Kam to the show.
All right. Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Hi everyone.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Kelly, for our listeners who don't know you, can you share a bit about yourself?
Okay, so you shared I'm a banker. Yes, I'm a banker. And I've been in banking for wow. Okay, I had a stint of 19 years.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I left banking. And then I came back last year again.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so there's a story behind that. Yes, so banker, but in between I did do wellness coaching, and I'm still doing it. I still have clients that I'm coaching for wellness.
Okay.
But more importantly, I have co-founded Speaker Society, and yeah, that's
Great.
kind of another venture I have with with a good friend of mine.
Okay. You were doing banking, right? What exactly in banking were you doing? Because I know in the bank there's so many departments, right? Yeah. What were you doing exactly?
Well, I started actually off in Treasury back office, which is like
Oh,
data entry of
okay.
tickets. This was way back in the day, right? 1998.
Yeah.
Yeah, I joined a bank in Australia. So I studied in Australia, got my banking degree, and I started with Australian Bank. And I lived there for 23 years.
Oh.
So I was always in the same bank. Yeah. And then with the bank, I moved to Singapore for my family because my parents were getting older and I wanted to be closer to them.
Okay,
And
so,
it made sense.
Sorry, so for 23 years you were in Australia?
Yes.
Okay, and with that same bank?
Yes. I was with the bank because I went there to do my my A levels. So the first few years was uni, A levels uni, and then I joined the bank after that. So with the bank, it was 19 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
How is it? Yeah, how is it living in Australia?
Good. At the time, it was good. It's a different place because I guess I had a lot of freedom. My parents didn't live with me because
Okay.
they were back here.
Yeah.
I went there actually to study, but it just kind of got extended because my when I graduated, it was Asia financial crisis.
Oh, okay.
yeah, 98. Yeah.
Yeah, 98. So I sent a lot of application letters, but zero came back kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes, and at that time I thought to myself, okay, what can I do? I can't come back to Singapore because no jobs, right?
Yeah.
So I decided to pursue masters. And while I applied for my masters and I started doing the masters, my thought process was I can't just study, right? It's like I already have a degree, I should work. So I applied for jobs in Australia lah. And very luckily, I got a very entry role. It's more like data entry that time. It was more a temporary role because I thought since I'm studying, but I got the opportunity to become permanent. And in the bank, I actually did quite a few things.
Okay.
I went through credit. I did syndications for a while in agency. I did portfolio management.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I even did kind of like a tax kind of tax optimization type of project. Yeah, so I actually the bank was very good to me. And when I needed to move, I saw the opportunity to move to Singapore, supporting the private wealth business in Singapore. Yeah, and I became the private wealth partner, finance partner.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
And you moved back to Singapore, was it because of like you were also starting a family and all?
Oh no, I already started a family. I got married and had my 2 children there actually. So when we moved back, they were 3 and 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still early there. So still can go through the education system
yes.
here.
Yep.
Okay. If you were to turn back time, would you actually come back here to Singapore?
Yes, for sure.
Really?
For sure, yeah.
Okay. Because like a lot of people or a lot of my friends and family members who have gone overseas, migrated, right? Most of them would rather stay there than come back here?
Remain there.
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, it made sense because at the time, my parents were here and my brother had actually moved to Australia. So while I was there for 23 years, he was here for 23 years. So he was kind of like the young person looking after, my parents.
Okay.
And I felt the calling to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel that family time, I mean, how much time do we have with our
Yes,
parents,
that's
right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
and I've been away so long.
Uh-huh.
So I moved back with the thought of, moving the whole family back
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Okay.
And the kids' education here is actually very good.
Yeah.
And it's safe and it's, easy. Yeah.
I mean, back then also there's no video call. You can't really.
Yeah. Oh, there was and there wasn't, but you kind of like, there's a bit of a disconnect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And you were working in the bank for almost 23 years. Eventually you decide to start your own business. Why is that the case? Like, because from my perception is when you are working in a bank, most of the time, yes, you are really earning a lot. The only downside most of the time from what a lot of bankers tell me is the hours you spend at work. Like, is that one of the key reasons why you decide to jump into entrepreneurship?
No.
Okay.
Actually, it presented as an opportunity for me to leave when I got retrenched.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
When was this?
this was in 2016.
2016. Okay.
yeah,
Wow, retrenched on 2016. That's a bit
Yeah.
weird of a timing to be retrenched.
It was actually a move by the bank to close down the private wealth business here. So it was
okay.
actually sold to another bank,
I
a local
see.
bank. So they didn't really need a finance partner anymore. I was offered to go to Hong Kong, which is where most of our back office operations were,
Okay.
or go back to Australia. But I think I really needed to stay here. So it was actually, I would say it's a choice that I made to become retrenched. And I guess the payout was also not bad.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So that made it easy
Yeah.
to decide to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like 20 over years with the bank, when you get retrenched, yeah, the severance package is definitely very lucrative.
Yes. But being a very loyal person I am, I actually felt a loss of identity.
Okay.
Because my job was me.
Mm.
For the past 19 years, I
Yeah.
was the job, kind of like I was the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even after leaving the bank for a while, I kept saying we have been doing this. Oh, we are in the papers, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's stuck. It was something that an identity piece. So when I left, I really felt lost. Yeah, for a while. Even though I was happy, I mean that I get to spend time with my kids. And at that time, my son was going into P1.
Okay.
So I did a lot of parent volunteering.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it immensely.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But of course, eventually money runs out, right? You gotta
Yeah.
pay mortgage and things like that. So I took up another job. Very luckily, I found a job with insurance, Malaysian insurance company.
Okay.
And basically, I accidentally started leading the finance department.
Okay.
Accidentally.
Accidentally. I actually got brought in to do finance optimization.
Ah.
Yeah, so it was more like project based, project manager kind of thing. But because at that time they had a vacant position in the head of finance, and I was doing finance optimization anyway, it became kind of like, do you want to try and do this role as well? So it was a big step up. But I think I found that from that perspective, it wasn't so easy to just step into a role, a leadership role, and to lead change particularly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's dissect that because you mentioned you immediately joined to a leadership role, right? Like previously in your previous bank, you weren't doing any leadership position?
I did do some team leading, but it wasn't like head of department type of role.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think from that perspective, it was more, I guess, also alignment of values and culture. Because I come from an Australian background, right? So we're very chill, like, sometimes easygoing.
Sometimes too chill.
Yeah. And I guess we were also a bit like in terms of like Aussie culture, right? It's a bit more like, okay, let's see how we can work this out, or a bit more solution based.
Yeah.
I feel. Whereas in Malaysian culture, it's more like, okay, got to get this done by X, Y, Z, and it's
KPIs and deadlines.
KPIs and
That's
deadlines,
it,
and then you
yeah.
have to answer to the board.
Yeah. It's
But
an
you also
Asian
have to
thing.
manage. Yeah, you have to manage the people on the ground, right? So
Yeah.
I think I tried to do too many things
Mm.
at the same time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
What would you have done differently to be in a better position to take up that leadership role?
I think I should have taken a better like I should have asked for help.
Okay.
Yeah. I should have asked for help earlier.
Why do you say that?
Because a lot of the times, right, we are firefighting. So I ended up doing a lot of more kind of things that actually could be done by my staff, like empowering people to do the job, or actually giving them the ropes to problem solve themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess because there's a bit of, I don't want to say this, but it's a bit dysfunctional.
Okay.
So I think because of that, it also was more of managing people.
Right.
Yeah, managing conflicting interests and more like that than actually the job. So a lot of the problems stem from miscommunications and things like that. So that's a lot of the lessons I learned from that role. Yeah. So in the end, burnt out lor. Yeah, and I was spending a lot of hours in the office. So much so that my 8-year-old daughter noticed, and she casually said, "Oh, mommy loves her boss more than us."
Oh,
Which
that
is
hurts.
my wake up call.
How do you feel at that point of time when your daughter said that?
Wow, gutted, man.
Do you cry?
Did I cry? We were watching a movie. And my daughter said that in passing. And the way she said it made me feel like she said it all this time and I just never heard. But that day I heard, and I put on my phone. I was actually texting my boss at that time. I put on my phone and then we continued watching the movie like everything was fine. And then I cried.
Oh,
I cried and I cried and I cried the whole night. And at that time I just got my health checked back as well.
Okay.
High cholesterol, high blood pressure.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So doctor was saying, you might have to go put you on medication already and things like that. So it was quite dire. And I had been unhappy with the way I looked for a while because my belly was really big. And I've been researching on like how to get it smaller. But I realize now it's a lot about stress. Yeah, it was the stress that I was holding in my body and I didn't even notice it. And this wake up call was the next day after I cried my eyes out, I said to myself, okay, I need to make a change. I cannot do this anymore.
this has to stop.
Yeah, it has to stop. And if I don't do it for myself, if I don't look after my health, I'm going to be the sick one that my parents have to look after, right? And I came back to look after them. What is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when I decided health is wealth and I needed to do something about it. And I needed to be home more.
Like when you were in Australia, right, and you're working in the previous job,
Yep.
do you face the same health issues as how you face when you were back in Singapore?
No. In Australia, I think the health issues is more about drinking too much and partying too.
Over
Because
there.
I was younger also
Yeah.
lah.
okay.
And I wasn't I didn't have kids. Yeah, so it was more in the younger days, it was a lot about sports as well. I used to play tennis
Thief lah.
at uni. Yeah. And then, like the snow slopes are so close. I went
Oh, yeah.
snowboarding.
So nice.
Yeah. So I think
Very active.
yes, actually, I'm getting back into all those things as
Okay.
well.
Awesome.
So yeah, so for me, going back into wellness was more not just about getting healthier or looking better. It's more about how I can get back to the lifestyle that I enjoyed, which is like playing tennis,
Yeah.
going snowboarding. I'm going snowboarding in February.
Awesome.
Which part of Australia?
I was in Melbourne.
Melbourne, Victoria area.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so snowboarding. I'm going snowboarding in February for my birthday. I'm turning 50.
But snowboarding is tough, right? I tried before. It's not like skateboarding. It's like your
yes,
leg
different.
is
Different.
tight down there. I fell a few times.
Mm.
So I don't know. Is it a
I think it's a different muscle set, and also I think once you switch in your head like how it works, then it becomes easy for you because you're used to being on the board. It's the same
okay.
as skateboarding versus surfing versus snowboarding is different.
It's different?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different. Even surfing because it's like you control the board differently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tried skateboarding. I suck at it. So yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So why I'm asking this is actually because the stress that we face here and the stress that I see other people in other countries have
Yep.
is very different, and I think it's because of the competitive nature that we have here in Singapore.
Possibly.
And another thing is you also mentioned about you taking up the leadership role, which is something that you have not really technically done before.
Yes.
And you also, I think, as someone who is the first time taking a leadership role, it's always them trying to fix everything when by right they should start thinking about how to delegate.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so these are the things that you were actually going through. That's the reason why you were also having the health issues that you had.
Yes,
Right?
correct. And apart from that also, because the role wasn't a permanent role, like the leadership role, it was more to babysit it until someone suitable came along. But it went on for almost 2 years. So I think
wow.
at that stage, I
That's
was
long.
like, at that stage, I was like, I think I give up. Yeah.
I think like if lack of a better term, they are kind of like squeezing you.
No, I would say that they were giving me opportunity.
Opportunity, okay.
Yeah, it's actually a very big opportunity.
Yeah, because it's a skill set that you learn also, and you learn that skill set while getting paid.
Yeah.
Whereas like if we talk about business, a lot of business owners, they have never had that prior experience. So when they start running a business, they also tend to do everything by themselves.
Yes,
Instead of
and-
delegating.
Correct. And that I also fell into that loop. After I left finance industry in general, and I decided to take up the wellness route. I did health coaching, right? So it's very one-to-one. I was trying to do everything, like from planning to sourcing for products, for customers, like, and I had no prior experience in terms of like getting lead generation and things like that.
Marketing.
So marketing. So everything was like new. I was like testing. And very thankfully, I actually was mentored by somebody that actually was the one that coached me back to health as well.
Okay.
So from that perspective, I mean, I think because there was a system in place and I wasn't very, how do you say? I think the system itself didn't fit with how I would do things.
Okay.
So I wanted to try myself. And I'm that type of person that want to try myself.
Yeah.
So I think I made a lot of mistakes along the way. Yeah, like starting the spa, that's not in the business plan, like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of like the mistakes that I made, which I think I kind of dug myself a hole. Yeah.
But do you think there was any experience that you had when you're working in finance, in banking, that you actually managed to apply when you started your own business?
Yes and no. Yes, because a lot of the times when I was working in finance, I got in, when I was in Australia anyway, it was more like a tribe. Like we are more like doing things together. Yeah. And then we kind of rely on each other and things like that. When I started the leadership role, it's more like I was trying to get people to come on the team kind of thing. And because I was in a way outsider, and I had a very Aussie mindset, the culture, like the way I communicate with them is very different to how they're used to. So I think in a way it was more like I'm trying to fill them out. They're trying to fill me out. And that kind of gave me what I learned from that was that, you know, you can't fake sense of belonging. You can't force sense of belonging. It's something that is kind of like you go on a journey together. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And was the wellness business the very first thing that you started after you left?
Yes, that's the very first thing I started after I left.
Okay.
because I was very obsessed with my
With your own health.
with my own health,
Uh-huh.
yes, and I did so much research. And at that time, I also had clients, started getting clients already, right? And then they had stories as well.
Yeah.
So every time I did a research and I had a story behind it, why it worked and what didn't work.
Uh-huh.
So it became a book actually.
Okay.
Because there was like 500 pages worth of stories and
Oh, really?
clinical studies that I read and summarized myself and things like
Wow.
that. So eventually it turned into a book.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, because when we were doing the research about you, we saw that you were also an author.
Yes.
And the book that you came up with is The Belly Fat Prognosis.
Yes, correct.
Can you share a bit more about that book and also why this title?
Yeah.
Why this title?
Yeah.
Because when I was a little bit overweight, I looked fine, arms and legs and face, a bit round, but my belly was very big. And that kind of was a sign, right?
Okay.
It's like an outright sign that you can see. So the reason the title is that is because the book is mostly about how belly fat comes about, why it happens, and then what you can do about it lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a guide.
Okay. And like for me, because just to share with you, I do not really eat that much. Most of the days I eat once a day. Sometimes I snack here and there.
Yeah.
I mainly drink plain water. I don't really drink sweet drinks. But it's very difficult for me to lose weight, and I think it's because of I do not have enough sleep. Like, what do you think I can improve on aside from the sleep factor? Because right now one of the reasons why I don't have enough sleep is because I have a 1-year-old child. Yeah, and my daughter don't really sleep that much at night.
Right. I see.
Yeah.
I see. So you have to take turns to look after.
It's more of like she will shout the whole night and I just can't sleep.
Oh, right.
Alarm
right,
clock.
right.
ah.
Alarm
It's
clock.
not even an alarm clock. It's
Constant.
yeah. She will like legit shout like for like 3-4 hours.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. I would suggest probably apart from the sleep that you can work on, you probably should do more weight bearing exercises and
Okay.
eat more protein. So I think a lot of it, people don't realize that when you exercise, you're burning calories, and if you don't eat enough, telling yourself to eat less is actually counterintuitive if you are exercising.
Okay.
But apart from that, exercising also got different types of exercise.
Yeah.
Like if you burn a lot of calories doing cardio, you need to eat more. Otherwise, your body will start burning calories from your muscle and your bones. Yeah, which is actually leading to more muscle loss, which means that you burn less calories.
Yeah.
Then it becomes a vicious cycle. Yeah. So maybe for yourself, you can start with doing some weight bearing exercises and understand that sometimes it might be difficult to start with heavy weights. You can do more body weight training.
Okay.
Yeah. Like walking.
Calisthenics.
Calisthenics is very good. Yeah.
Okay. Like the common issue especially for startup owners, we hustle a lot, we go out a lot. Like this may be an excuse but what's your advice when people say that they really do not have time to slot in that workout hours?
Actually, it's not a big ask. Minimally, maybe 3 times a week, half an hour.
Okay, half an hour. But just strength training,
calisthenics training, yes. And there's a method to the madness, okay? So there's a hack there.
Okay.
Make sure that after you exercise, within the 30 minutes or so, take some good quality protein. That will help to build the muscle back.
After.
Yes.
Immediately after.
Immediately after.
Okay.
Don't wait too long because the muscle repair won't happen so fast. Yeah. And generally, if you do that, your muscle building is a bit more efficient.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit more efficient.
Okay.
Yes, and nutrients is important. So, your fiber, your general stuff, fiber, make sure you take fruits and vegetables, drink enough fluids, and get the system running. Another thing I would also highlight is specifically maybe gut. Gut health is important because you need to absorb the nutrients. So if you're not, your gut health is not good, right? No matter what good nutrients you put into your body, you won't be absorbing. So then it's a waste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And like, what do you think if like I also try to slot in some walks in the morning?
Very good.
Because Nazreen has already done that.
Yes.
So maybe I'm trying to.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, for sure. So actually morning sun is very good.
Okay.
It helps to reset your body clock, which may help with your sleep as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It helps to reset your body clock. In what
So
sense?
because your body runs on a circadian rhythm, right? So the morning sun actually tells your body to wake up. Then you follow the sun cycle. When it gets dark, your body gets tired and then you sleep better.
Oh. Okay.
What was that term?
okay.
Melatonin, is it?
Okay.
Melatonin is something that is
Makes you
produced
sleep.
in your body. Yeah, it's actually a substance that's produced by your body. Yeah, but you can get it from pharmacies and stuff like that. But I
wouldn't
generally
want to be
wouldn't. Yeah,
dependent on it.
yeah, correct.
How dependent you? I mean, how do you see supplements? Is it something that you take every day?
Yes, I do take
Is
supplements.
it something you advise also?
Yeah.
Depends on the client. Because some clients just don't like swallowing pills, then don't. I mean, you can get your nutrients from daily intake, but then you have to eat very clean
Yeah.
and you have to eat sufficiently. Because in terms of supplements wise, I feel that supplements is like a shortcut. Yeah, if you don't have enough of something, then supplements can help. And some supplements you cannot take, like cannot consume, like vitamin D, right? It's it's something that you produce in your body, and with morning sun. Yeah, that's how you can produce it in your body. If you stay indoors a lot, you don't get a lot of sun, then vitamin D is not gonna you can't eat it from food.
Is it a good idea to go sun tanning in the morning?
Sun tanning in the morning.
Like we talk about morning sun, right?
Yes, moderately.
Okay.
I wouldn't sit. I mean, if you're going to be out in the sun, right? Why would you just sit there and
Yoga?
sun?
Meditate?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people do. I never understand why, but I think it's easier as compared to like me going for runs in the morning.
Oh no, but like things like yoga is good because this also helps with mobility. Yeah, and a little bit of strength training as well because you have to hold your body in particular poses, right?
Yeah. Endurance.
Endurance, yeah. Yeah. So yoga is good. Meditation also good. For mental wellness. Yeah.
When you started a wellness business, what was the biggest challenge that you faced at that point of time as your very first business?
Clients.
Oh, okay.
Finding clients. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I felt like it was more like a lottery system. It's kind of like who I meet, then who I can share my story with, and whether they resonate or not. And it's like very one-to-one. So it's super time consuming to find clients. And that's kind of when I decided, like I had an epiphany one day. It's like, oh, what if I can talk to many people at the same time? And then the people that resonate with me will come and find me, right? So that's kind of where I started my speaking journey, I suppose. I thought speaking was something that was, I guess, a shortcut to talking to one-to-one many people. Like if I was talking to 50 people and I can find 5 clients or something like that, right? Instead of speaking 50 times, I can speak to 50 people at once and these 5 people would turn up. So in my head, that was like the sums. Yeah, which is where I started looking into speaking.
Okay. Yes. And eventually you also co-founded Speaker
Society. Yeah, correct. So what I found was I went on a program, which is where I met Sabrina. She had a very different journey. She's already a technical speaker at the time and she was already quite established in AI and automation, in the tech space. For me, I was freshy. I had no idea, no experience. So the speaking program that I went on gave me a structure to find my first keynote speech. And I was very fixated on doing wellness. Very, very fixated. So I developed a speech, but then I found nowhere to speak at.
Okay.
Yeah,
Location.
so it became the target audience. Like, where do I find all these people to speak to find that 5? You know what I mean? Yeah. So eventually it was quite frustrating for me, and I guess that was where Speaker Society accidentally happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell you a bit about that story.
Before you share about that story, I think we take a break first, and then we'll go to the second part and we'll see how you eventually co-founded Speaker Society.
Sure.
All right.
All right, great guys. Stay tuned for part 2
Yes.
of this podcast with Kelly. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.